Brett with Complete Trailers. Today we were taking a look at an ATC 26-foot all aluminum stacker. Now we've got a lift on the inside so you can stack two cars on top of each other. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. The all aluminum frame weighs in at only 7,800 pounds empty, and it's the same trailer that we featured at the SEMA show. Now, since we were doing the SEMA show this year, we knew we had to go big. We had to have something that really stood out from the crowd. So what did we do? We ordered the first ever ATC whiteout package. So we took all the trim, the hardware, the stone guard, everything on the exterior, and just went white out. You see a lot of blackout packages throughout the industry. You don't see anybody really doing the whiteout. First time ATC's ever done it right here. In the front of the trailer, we've got a ATP tongue cover, as well as a hydraulic jack that lifts up. It's a center post hydraulic jack. Going down the side, of course, we've got our generator compartment that is set up for a generator. You just simply add one aftermarket. Due to the size of the trailer, we decided to go with triple 6,000-pound axles. It's going to give you about 12,000 pounds of capacity on the inside of the trailer once you subtract out the weight of the empty trailer itself. We've got a triple axle premium escape door here, and I'll show you how that operates. So there you have it. Here's what it looks like in the open position with that fender well that's removed. The ramp door, the flooring, and the lift on the inside are all covered in extruded aluminum. This means there's no subfloor that's covered in plywood with anything glued on top of it. With the exception of the axles and the coupler, this entire trailer is aluminum. The walls, the ceiling on the inside, the cross members, the flooring itself, entirely aluminum. Moving to the inside of the trailer, we've got aluminum walls, aluminum ceiling. Now the bottom 40 inches of the walls are covered in a bed rug carpeting. That's great if you've got oil or grease stains that might get up on the wall. That's what that carpeting hides very well. Now the most exciting part of this whole trailer is the lift. ATC spent 2,000 hours of R&D work perfecting this lift. You've got 97.5 inches in between the wall post. And by the way, this is all built in-house. These are not aftermarket lifts that are brought in and installed after the fact. These are built in-house. So 97.5 inches in between the wall posts. This is the bottom position, which comes into play in just a moment, of the lift itself. Now the lift is covered in the extruded aluminum that I mentioned. You've also got two lift inserts. These are optional. The lift itself comes in a split lift platform, but we've got these lift inserts here, which is great if you've got motorcycles or ATVs or side-by-sides you want to park on top of here. Of course, we've got ample, just a ton of airline track that covers the entire lift, the perimeter. And we've got 6,000-pound swivel D-rings for a car if you wanted to park a car on here as well. Now you can see the lift that has a flap on the end here. Now that flap flips down and gives you a nice approach angle coming in, but we're going to make it even better for you right now. Now the remote itself has two hookups. There's one here in the front, there's also one toward the rear if you wanted to operate the lift from the rear. It's got three positions to the lift. We're in the bottom-most position right now. We're simply going to raise it up. Going right to the top position. We're going to lower it down. We're going to show you how we can get a tiltable lift, which is a very unique feature. And one of the few companies out there that are doing it are ATC. Here's what the tiltable option looks like in the topmost position. There is a middle position as well. Now imagine pulling a low profile vehicle inside this. Instead of having a huge gap at the rear of the lift, you can just simply pull right in, nice even loading grade coming on in. Now once the top vehicle is loaded and strapped down, you just simply push a button and the rear is going to catch up to the front. There's a little slack in the chain here. Once that slack tightens up with the rear of the lift, it's going to raise up. Now there are stops along the way from a security standpoint on the one side of the trailer. The other side, however, we've reinforced the chain so that it's got a safety factor of 10. Now what's required by regulation is a safety factor of 5 if you're going to be underneath this lift. We went double that. We went safety factor of 10 on this side chain. You've got a safety factor of 5 on the other chain, which is where the stops are. But because of the stops, you get another safety factor of 5 as well, which gives you a total safety factor of 10, so that's a lot of safety. This is in the up position here. Once you've gotten all the way to the top or as far as you want to go up, you just simply lower it down to your next stop. That's it. Another important upgrade that ATC made was they removed the pump that used to be housed underneath the lift in a similar compartment that you see here. In this compartment is simply 3 batteries that run all of your components, including the lift. Everything is 12 volt. Now, they moved the pump to the underneath of the base cabinet up in the front here. And the reason that's important is if you ever had a pump issue, there's a manual override to the lift. And imagine if the lift is in the down position, trying to get to that pump underneath, it was quite a pain. So one important upgrade there. Now to lower the lift, we're going to simply hold on to the red button and push the lower position until we get to our desired height. Now just up above my head here, there is a platform. We can reinforce that so that you can put a golf cart or a side-by-side or a quad or just spare tires up on this platform. So it's available in a lighter duty and also a heavy duty platform as well. The lift is rated at 6,000 pounds along with the rear ramp door as well, so it should give you plenty of capacity. The lift inserts, however, are rated at 1,500, which also should give you plenty of capacity for any motorcycle you want to park on top of it. Once we get to our desired position of tilt, of course we can go all the way to the down position, but the tilt, we're just going to release the stop and the lift will simply tilt on its own. Last thing we'll talk about here on this stacker trailer is the aluminum cabinet package. So you've got some overhead cabinets with a top hinge, got an L-shaped generator compartment that's housed in here, as well as the base cabinet and a drawer insert. Everything again is run off 12 volts. We've got some LED rope lighting that we've added to underneath the lift, as well as underneath the overhead cabinet. That about does it for the ATC 26-foot all aluminum stacker with the whiteout package.